welcome back to my channel. This is Michelle, and I am going to be doing a video about my nighttime hair washing routine. So this is what I typically do because I find that it just looks a lot better the next day. So I'm just going to walk you through what I typically do when I wash it before I go to bed. One of the main differences between my wash routine for the day versus night is that I leave the cast in my hair and then I scrunch it out in the morning, which is what causes it to look a lot better the next day than if I were to scrunch out the crunch and go about my day and then go to sleep. And then I will also show you how I protect my hair at night so that it doesn't get frizzy and go absolutely crazy. So I'll be showing you that as well. But I'm going to start off with, first of all, naked face, because I'm about to jump in the shower and wash my hair. It hasn't been washed for, I don't know, probably 5-6 days. So it is pretty dirty, and this is what we're dealing with. It's probably been in a ponytail for the last couple of days. Okay, so I'm going to be washing my hair with my favorite clarifying shampoo, which is Malibu Sea's Undo Goo. And just because it's feeling like it could use a good clarification, I like to do that probably about once a month. And then usually when I do a clarifying shampoo, I like to also do a deep treatment. So I'm going to be doing Ouidade's Ultra Nourishing Intense Hydrating Mask. So I'm going to go ahead and wash that, and then I'll come back and I'll kind of briefly show you what I'm going to do for styling. However, it's pretty similar to the video that I already have up for my wash day routine as far as styling with my brush and products that I use. So I won't go too much in detail for that because I already have that video, and I'll just put the link to the card up here so that you can check that out if you want to and see how I style my hair. But I will be back after I wash, talk to you a little bit more then show you how I protect my hair when I go to sleep, and then I will show you what it looks like in the morning. Okay, so I am done washing my hair, and it definitely feels much better now that it's been clarified and had the deep treatment. And then I used my Ouidade Whipped Curls Daily Conditioner and Primer as my leave-in. I like putting it in while I'm in the shower, while my hair is dripping wet, because it distributes easier that way. And then I just do this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use AG Recoil and Kinky Curly Curling Custard. This gives a really good cast, which I really like for when I do this. Then it holds really well throughout the night, and then in the morning when I scrunch out the crunch, it's nice and soft and it looks really good. So those are the two products that I'm going to be using. I detangled my hair in the shower, and I'll just give it another quick brush through, and then I will put in the recoil, and then I will do the Kinky Curly Curling Custard by section. So the amount of recoil that I use is this much. A little goes a long way with this stuff, and it does have magnesium sulfate in it. So if you use too much, it can get a little bit drying. But that's part of the reason why I use it with more moisturizing products, which the Kinky Curly Curling Custard most definitely is. And same thing with the Ouidade leave-in conditioner that I use. Not to mention, I just deep conditioned it, so it should all counteract the drying effects of the magnesium sulfate. So just go ahead and brush through. And now that that's been distributed through my hair, I'm just going to go ahead and section it off like I normally do, starting at the tops of my ears. And then my next section is everything kind of around this middle. And then I do the top section last. I just get that much to start with. And this is one of those products where your hair needs to be really wet when you're using it. just because it is so thick and it just distributes a lot easier. And then I just keep grabbing little amounts and starting with that to see how my hair feels, and I go from there. And then once that's in, I do another brush just to help work it through. And then I start grabbing each section and just brushing through each one. And like I said, I've done this in multiple videos, and then there is the video that shows me doing my wash day routine, and this part is no different. I typically use the same styling techniques regardless of the products that I'm using. Even if I'm using mousse, because I'll put in mousse after like a gel or a cream, and the gel or cream I will go ahead and comb through like this, and then I scrunch mousse in after that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly get through all of this. Okay, so that is the products put in, and I am going to go and diffuse my hair, and then I will be back and show you what I do to preserve my curls at night. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so now that my hair is dry and I have quite the cast going on here, I am going to go ahead and put my scarf on. And so I do it with the shiny side towards my hair so that it's not, so we've got the dull side and the shiny side, and that's the side that has the slip, so that's the side that's best to put towards your hair. So I start by flipping my head over, and then I wrap this around. I try to get all of my hair in there and up out of the way. I also make sure to get my ears out because I don't like my ears being wrapped up in it. And then I go ahead and tie it at my forehead. So it's tied right up here at my forehead. I just put a double knot in, And then that leaves it sitting like this with these ends open down at the bottom. I'll try to show you. It's open here. So these two ends down here, I'm going to tie them so that they're around my hair and my hair is nicely encased in here. And again, I'm gonna just tie it in a double knot. And then I bring it up to the top like this and I tuck these in just to get them out of my way and to kind of keep this up here instead of having it just flop back and flop open. And I'll sometimes tuck that in too to get it out of my way. And this is what it looks like when I go to sleep, and you can see that this kind of pulls everything up so that there's nothing here that I'm sleeping on. All my hair is up in here, and then I lay this part over my pillow, and that helps keep it from getting smushed at night. So this is how I preserve my curls, and I will see you tomorrow morning and pull this off and show you what it looks like. Okay, good morning everybody. So I just woke up and this is what we're dealing with. This tends to happen. It slides around and goes nuts. I don't know. I always think that I don't really sleep wild, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to take this off and we'll see what we're dealing with. All right, so yeah, we've definitely got some craziness going on. So I usually like to shake it up a little bit at the roots. And then 1 pump of the Verb Ghost Oil and smooth it over. And usually after sleeping on it, there's not as much of a cast left. So if you don't like the strong cast that some products give you, this might be a good way to manage it, because when you sleep on it with the crunch still in it, it comes out partially overnight from sleeping on it, and then you don't have as much to scrunch out in the morning. So I just go through after smoothing the oil in, and with whatever little bit I have left on my hands, I just start scrunching to get rid of the cast. Flip it upside down. And keep going until all of it is scrunched out. Okay. And that is my hair done for the day. Yeah, usually when I do this, I mean, this is kind of sticking out weird, but that'll actually settle down. So usually when I do this, I don't have to refresh on day 2. It usually looks pretty good. It doesn't have a whole lot of frizz. The curls are actually nicely shaped. I sometimes have these weird things that are like, they poke out for a little bit, but I find that as I let that settle for a couple of, I don't know, minutes to maybe even a couple hours, it eventually kind of settles down and is usually just fine. So I'll show you what the back looks like. And that's the back. So well-preserved curls, and that is my sleeping routine and what I do typically when I wash my hair, which is wash it at night for better longevity. So something like this, because my day two looks pretty good, I will definitely be able to get to day 4 or day 5 and probably not have to do any sort of refresh. All right. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Please leave a comment if you'd like to see anything specific or if you'd just like to say hi. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.